to turn around and start to walk off, but that's, and then he takes off after the girl with the long hair, and that's Dejaria Becton, and she is in a bikini, she's holding a towel, she is clearly unarmed. Hard to tell, but sounds like she is yelling back at him as she's walking away. Is that any reason for him to go after her like that?
You know, I'll tell you, officers, we have this saying that we can't be offended because we're officers of the law, we're not individuals. I don't care what she was yelling at that officer. I mean, anything would not have said what he did and would have justified throwing her to the ground and pushing her down and throwing her face into the concrete like he did. I mean, police officers are human, Natalie. Emotions can sometimes get the best of them. But in this particular case, I think the emotions went a little crazy.
And he pulls a gun, and we have a couple more quick points to make, but there he is right now, pulling the gun out of the holster.
Which, there's no reason for that. I mean, I think the officer, Casebolt, perceived that he was being threatened by people, and that usually is a common tactic, is to pull a weapon if you feel like you're being threatened. But in this particular case, you see the other officers come up behind and actually kind of push the gun away. I think that's indicative of saying that this was probably a little too much. And he was, again, these were his emotions, and I think they just got too high, and that's why he's reacting the way he did.
Okay, and last, I've got to be quick here. The group, African American, we see the officers are white. How big of a factor is race in all of this, and does this have the potential to be a more explosive situation?
Whether we like it or not, there is an indication based on watching the video that the white people that were around the officer weren't talked to, they weren't pushed away, they weren't told to get on the ground, they weren't put in handcuffs. The only individuals that the McKinney police were doing that to were those that were African American. McKinney police have got to get this under control before tomorrow. At this point in America, in policing, there's too much out there right now with Ferguson. They got to get out in front of this and make sure that the citizens, even outside of the city of McKinney, understand that they're going to do the right thing and take care of action, and this was not racially motivated.
All right.